Down to the semifinals in men's singles. The top 3 seeds all surviving. Will Howes, Amar Wazir in the top semifinal. And then bottom half, which is where we will start. Ronan Camron, the 3 seed, but against Andre Millet, who is the player that, Chad, you pointed out could be the one to upset a whole lot of seeded players. Took down Patrick Kafka, the 2 seed, in his first match, making a run back here onto championship court in the semifinal.
Yeah, Andre Millet, a very dangerous player out on the singles court and the doubles court. But this matchup, I was actually privy to watching at the APP Next event in Dallas on Sunday. This was our gold medal match there. Ronan Camron was up 13-6. And then Andre Millet ended up coming back, taking it, I believe, 21-18. Watch for Millet's big serve, big forehand. He can shape the ball. Camron, much more about the roll, the cat and mouse. Moves very well. And then there we get another net cord. And I don't think we've seen one ball today that's hit the net cord and stayed on that side.
No, I don't think we have either. And if you're Cameron, you'll take it any way you can get it against Andre Millet as he misses the serve there. So 1 apiece. Both Millet and Camron with medals in men's singles this year. Millet picked up a bronze in Midland. Ronan Camron, as he misses the return, has a bronze in New York, picked up a silver in Chicago in his first championship Sunday appearance in men's singles.
This year?
Yes. I should have said only championship Sunday appearance this year, as that one goes long. Oh, he's there. Wide open court, though, for Millet.
One, though. Yeah, just a little too high on that roll there for Camron. Left too much open court.
What else was he supposed to do with it?
No. It was on the first forehand roll. Then Millet cut. No, it wasn't being that mean. I mean, he did a good job just getting there.
Oh, Millet pulls it back cross for the point.
Yeah, big time acceleration there on that forehand hook from Andre Millet.
Both of these guys, tremendous court coverage and speed as well. It reminds me of you when you were young?
Yeah, it actually does. I was quick, believe it or not. 40 pounds will do that to you, though.
I thought you were going to say 40 years. That one crawls over the tape. You know, Dom claims to be fast at one point in his life, too.
Well, that was when he had knees. It's a big forehand there from Camron. Nice and controlled.
4-all. Here in game number 1, winner of this one, moving on to Championship Sunday.
A little misstep there from Camron. It was almost ahead of it. Yeah, it's quite crazy how quickly the body breaks down. Good forehand volley deep there from Camron. Puts the pressure on Millet. You know, we talked about both these guys and how well they move on the court. You know, that's one thing where it has to be pressured. It has to be almost perfect to really put Andre Millet or Camron in a difficult situation or a difficult position. Swat flies.
Shadow wave there from Millet as he tried to keep pace with the net cord. Camron getting through both of his previous matches in straights, 19-17, 15-10 over Naveen Beasley in the round of 16. Much more straightforward against Brandon Lane in the quarters, 15-8, 15-11. Humana would like to recognize Gary Kidder in this week's Humana Human Care Spotlight. Gary is a retiree of the U.S. Army and Gilbert Police Department and is the heart of the Arizona Athletic Grounds team, embodying dedication, teamwork, and genuine care in everything he does. Gary is also an active player and community ambassador, always welcoming new players and sharing his passion for the game. Thank you, Gary, for all you do for pickleball.
Well, we talk about it week after week that the pickleball community is what makes these tournaments thrive.
Millet's road to the semifinal. Patrick Kafka was his round of 16 matchup. 16-14, 15-12 for Millet, and then topped Eduardo Irizarry 15-13, 18-16 in game two as Millet puts it in the back corner pocket with the backhand.
Yeah, good control there again from Millet. Yeah, both these guys, once they get up to the kitchen line, so difficult to really get them off balance and put them in a difficult position.
Why is that?
Just the athleticism, their ability to read and move.
Case in point.
Oh.
That point was ridiculous, and it's won by Camron.
But see, right there, the Millet hits a fantastic backhand, pulls Camron out wide, but he moves to it, and he still looks like he's in control. He can poke that down the line, gets himself back into position.
A little too soft there from Camron as he finds the net.
Yeah, but then on the flip side, Millet gets up there, takes control of the kitchen line, and then he's just so strong on those volleys.
Perhaps a preview of what's to come in the coming years on the APP Tour.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, Ronan Camron already top 5 here on the APP in singles. Both these guys easily within the next year are top 3.
8-all here in game number 1 of our men's pro singles semifinal. Way to hold that for Camron to the last final second.
Yeah, sets the body up perfectly. Like you said, holds it, waits to see a read from Millet. Which way is the body leading? Which way is he going to step? Oh.
Pretty ball back from Millet. 9-all.
Full outstretch. Perfectly controlled volley there from Millet. Added down below the net from Camron. He's able to pick it up, roll it, control it, create the angle.
The thing that's so disorienting if you're watching at home is they make it look so easy and fluid when it's most certainly not.
No, not at all. I mean, these guys are extremely, extremely good athletes.
Miss serve from Millet, point 10 for Camron. Missed third, so trading errors, 10-all.
Camron stood up in the middle of that third. Needs to stay down through execution.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh! Millet had no business winning that point.
All right, the first one, this little touch from Camron on the backhand side. It has side spin as well. Millet is 2 steps behind the baseline, slides up, gets it, then recovers, then comes forward, slides the next one. Talk about court coverage. Slide into it, perfect read on the forehand, hooks it back behind the body.
What a back and forth affair this game number 1 has been between Ronan Camron and Andre Millet, the two squaring off just a week ago in Next Gen, and have certainly given us a second round here so far in this semifinal. Neither player able to pull away right now. Andre Millet with a 1-point lead over Ronan Camron. As we take a look back at our game, a live to play rally of the match. So good, you need to see it again in short succession.
Well, yeah, this touch here, it's got side spin. He's out sliding off the court, gets back into position, back at the baseline. Nice roll. Comes up for the next touch, sliding into that. And then this ball back behind the body, fully outstretched. Stop it, Andre Millet.
If you're Camron, you're thinking, what else do I have to do to win this point? I played some perfect balls in the middle and just better responses from Andre Millet.
Yeah, well, on that one, I mean, obviously, Millet needs to be further behind the baseline on that touch volley from Camron because he's covering that court easy.
Same guy.
Yeah, you know, it happens. It happens.
11 all. This will be a 1st to 15 win by 2. Millet coming up. Camron whips the passing shot cross. Back-to-back points out of the timeout for Ronan Camron. Another forehand roll. You could hear Millet say no. He knew he came up behind the wrong shot, left the alley open, and now Camron 2 points away from capturing the opening game. Camron trying to go backhand roll, pulled it too wide.
Oh, I thought he was going to try and hit
Trickeration.
the behind the back right there at first, and then he chose to do a little pirouette, try to catch on the backhand side.
Regardless of the intention, it's a point for Camron, and it's a game point, up 14-12.
Oh, a little unlucky there. Camron trying to hook the backhand.
First one that we've seen fall back on the side.
Needs a little bit of execution on that third shot roll there from Camron. Left it just a little too high.
Camron frozen at 14.
Balance.
Oh. Camron gets up for the overhead put away.
With the balance there from Camron up at the kitchen line.
Ridiculous.
We'll get an offensive timeout here from Ronan Camron.
Camron will take his second and final timeout of the opening game with a second opportunity at game point.
Yeah, Camron really needs to come out here. Big serve. Get a little bit shorter third. Or shorter return from Millet to set up that third. Really focus on executing this roll, getting it down below the net.
Coming up after this men's singles semifinal, we will have our other men's singles semi. The top seed, Amar Wazir, taking on Will Howells, the 4 seed. Howells dispatching Ryler DeHart in quick fashion to open up our broadcast on Championship Court today. That one was a one-way affair, 15-6, 15-7.
If Howells moves as well as he did in that first match that we saw out here, it's going to be a tough battle for Wazir, even with the big forehand and big serve.
Game point number 2 for Ronan Camron.
Oh,
Millet
net cord.
hung with it off of the net cord, could not put it in the court. Game 1 goes to the 3 seed. Ronan Camron takes it 15-13.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Regional Power and Utility. We're calling you about an outstanding balance.
I thought I paid that.
You're scheduled for immediate shutoff unless it's resolved today. But I can help you make a payment right now.
Not today. Nice try.
Spot the red flags so you can protect yourself from fraud with the AARP Fraud Watch Network.
At QVC, this is the age of possibility. It's you in bloom. Express your style. Be your bold self. Make your next move at QVC. This is the age of possibility. Shop now at QVC.com.
Welcome back to Championship Court. Andre Millet set to serve to start game number 2 after Ronan Camron took game number 1 15-13 in a game in which neither player was able to work more than a 2-point lead.
Yeah, it's that back and forth battle. We talked about whoever's controlling the kitchen line is really putting that pressure on. Camron just did a little bit better job down the stretch there of being able to keep Millet off balance.
Rips the forehand winner there.
Big forehand.
That's an understatement and a half.
Well, and that's what I saw from on Sunday from Millet as well is when he can get around the ball and really rip that forehand. I mean, it's difficult for Camron to answer it, but right there, if Camron can force Millet to hit that backhand, doesn't give the 3 options where when you run around that backhand and open up the forehand, it gives Millet 3 options. So either take it down the line, cross, or middle.
Comes flat off of the paddle. Another point for Camron. Camron trying to play his way back into Championship Sunday for the 2nd time this season as the missed return for Millet gifts Camron another point. Missed return, so a pair of missed returns. Millet trying to cut it back, cross on the backhand. Another point for Camron, and Millet immediately heading towards the bench.
Yeah, good adjustment, good pressure here for Camron. It doesn't have the biggest serve, but does have the ability to hit a deeper serve. And a lot of the times the depth is what creates that shorter return or the pressure from the serve. It's not always about the power.
Placement over power. We talk about it week in and week out. Ronan Camron sitting in a good spot. 4-point lead, largest of the match for the 3 seed. Meanwhile, for Millet, coming out in game number 2, very few mistakes on the side of Andre Millet in the opening game, but a pair of missed returns, missed the forehand, missed a volley into the net, then cut the backhand too short. Just hasn't been quite as clean as he was. And you risk, when you're playing a player like Ronan Camron, if you're not clean out of the break, you risk putting yourself in a too big of a hole to overcome.
Yeah, and Camron plays a much more controlled game than Millet does. He doesn't have the big forehand and the power. So Cameron's not going to give you a lot of freebies.
Beautiful. But just missed.
Just short by the looks of it.
Well shaped.
Ooh, a couple of inches. Couple of inches in it. Well, that serve was deep. Got away with it anyway.
Full flamingo and clipped the tape. Camron paints the line on the opposite side. It's 7-2 now.
Again, the depth there of that serve. It creates the shorter return for Millet.
Missed return from Millet. It's the 3rd in this game alone.
Well, that's where Millet tries to adjust and go a little bit more power behind that return to try and get it deeper, and this time it just floats on him.
8-2.
Tried to drop the backhand roll at the corner, missed it as Millet gets his 3rd point of the 2nd game. Beautiful cut from Camron. It just died.
Yeah, like you said, a great example of a well-executed cut volley there from Camron. Takes all of the pace out of it, gets it to die on the court. And then again, another missed return from Millet. Just too many errors here in game 2.
4 free points given away.
Oh, and then he comes out with that return.
Well,
so why can't I do that every time? I know it's in there.
Camron returns the favor with a missed return of his own. Are these just technical errors or are the conditions coming into play here?
I think a little bit of both. You know, we've the ball here right now seems to be coming off the paddle pretty well. That's excellent shape. So I think both these guys are able to kind of add just a little bit more power. But I tell you what, be careful with Andre Millet's big serve here, because he has the serve that can really get him back into it and flip the momentum quickly.
Set up the forehand he wanted, but caught the tape instead.
Body started moving to the left right before contact there.
11-6.
Missed return once again for Millet. as Camron has doubled him up here in game 2. Timeout taken by Millet, his second and final. And you look at game number 2, you don't know how those points would have played out, but 5 freebies on missed returns off of the paddle of Andre Millet. He's only down 6.
Well,
You're talking about the difference in the game here.
And that's what I was going to say. You would almost go that half of them, if he's just making a return, is probably going to win it because it's been a consistent back and forth battle. So what are we looking at? 10-8, 10-9 kind of here instead of the or even a 9-9 instead of the 12-6.
You're looking at it's a much different.
Yeah.
This is why we continue to harp on returns and how important they are, especially as the serves on the men's side get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's, in reality, that's where men's singles has gone here on the APP. It's big serve, big return, hold on in the middle. Because if you can get into that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, then it's just that scramble.
And a big server there giving some advice to Millet. That's Patrick Kafka, who Millet beat in straights. But Kafka, known for his huge serves. Yep. Also tons of power on the forehand wing for PK. 12-6 in favor of Camron. Better return there. It was deep. Caused Camron some issues.
Yeah, whenever Millet can push Camron onto the back foot, makes it much more difficult for him to get that roll.
Just a wild forehand from Millet.
Rushing.
Is there a reason for Millet to rush?
Well, it's because of the movement of Camron, right? He has to get that ball off before Camron can get balanced again.
Millet puts that away. How much more time does Millet have than he thinks?
He definitely has a lot more time because, if he thinks about execution first, you can't worry about the movement of Camron. If Millet can execute his shots, he's going to put the pressure on anyway.
Your opponent can't get it back to you until you hit it.
Yeah.
Missed return from Camron.
Oh, no.
Oh. A huge serve and then a missed third. The missed opportunities have brought Ronan Camron to a match point. Just clipping the back line. Surprised? Well.
Yep. What? Finish the thought. Finish the thought.
You know where I was.
Surprised there's what?
There was no out call on the return. But I only say that as someone who's a terrible line caller. So
no, it was a good call.
Millet using the body fake to produce the error. Camron frozen at 14 here in game number 2.
Ooh, jumped at it. Jumped at it and slapped it into the top of the net.
Millet back within 2. This is the closest that he's been since it was 3-1.
That serve was deep.
Missed that serve, so Camron, match point number 2.
Oh.
Oh my, what an exchange here at the end. An exchange of missed serves, Millet within 1. Missed it off the forehand side.
That's
Third
a gimme.
chance.
That's a gimme right
Gotta
there
make
from
that ball.
Cameron.
Got to make that ball if you're Millet. Talk about got to make balls, though. Cameron with one of his own. It is 14-all.
So tight from both these guys right now. My goodness.
14.
Oh, and just goes deep.
The net court has not been kind to Andre Millet. Cameron, a fourth chance at a game point.
Oh, this to deep. Wow.
Very frustrated Ronan Camron as he's had 4 opportunities to win the match, has not been able to take advantage. Timeout, 15-all as we will go past the minimum.
I'm literally 0 for 3 with saying a match will go to 3. But I think this one has the best chance.
This one's the one?
This one has the best chance. I think I predicted too early on the last ones.
In fairness, Ronan Camron has had plenty of opportunity to finish this into 4 match points have come and gone. He had his first at 14-9. Kept the door open for Andre Millet at a missed serve, a missed backhand roll there, missed long. And so Millet will be serving 15-all. He trailed by as many as 6 in the match. It's several different points. Trailed by as many as 7, actually, on a missed return. It was 10-3 in favor of Ronan Camron.
15.
Missed return, game point for Andre Millet.
Wow. That's all I can say right there.
16, 15.
Millet,
All right, why not?
forehand into the net. We play on here in game number 2.
Let's keep going back and forth.
16.
Millet tried to pull it cross.
That's smart there from Cameron too. Slowed everything down. Slowed the body movement down. Focused on the roll. Got it below the kitchen. Got the second one below the below the net. Got the second one below the net.
This time, Cameron able to shut the door. Scratchy moments at the end, but finally, Cameron prevails 18-16 in game number 2.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Regional Power and Utility. We're calling you about an outstanding balance.
I thought I paid that.
You're scheduled for immediate shutoff unless it's resolved today. But I can help you make a payment right now.
Not today. Nice try.
Spot the red flags so you can protect yourself from fraud with the AARP Fraud Watch Network.
Don't worry.
The APP is sponsored by
Move, the official outfitter of the APP Tour staff.
Selkirk, play with the #1 brand in the sport. Selkirk, we are pickleball.
And Hotel Planner, the official hotel booking supplier partner of the APP.
Well, the 3-seed Ronan Camron squandered a couple of match points, but was able to get it back and hold off the late charge from Andre Millet. He's back into Championship Sunday in men's singles and joining Dorian Kraft courtside and Al Franklin post-match interview.
Ronan, congratulations back into your second Championship Sunday this season. That one down to the end, that was an incredible finish. You took the timeout. You had 3 chances at a match point, weren't able to consolidate. You took the timeout. What was the conversation you were having with yourself that allowed you to finish out the match?
It was just to try and keep the pedal down. Every time I've played him 3 times now, and I've been up in all of them. And his serve and drive is just so good that I'm always scared, no matter how big the lead is. So it was just to keep the pedal down and really have a thought process on what I want to do the next point, and I was able to do it.
Your serve was giving him a ton of trouble, though. In game number 2, you were able to force 6 missed returns. What was it about your serve that was making it so hard for him to handle?
I really just ramped it up. I've been doing that little Eric Onsens walk-in, and I just think it's crucial to go for it, and if you miss a couple, you miss a couple, but as you see, you get a couple freebies here and there, so I'll take the risk to reward.
Well, you'll definitely take it. You're back into Championship Sunday. Ronan, congratulations. He faced off against Amar Wazir in Chicago. Amar coming up next here on Championship Court in our second men's singles semifinal. He'll be taking on Will Howells. Don't go anywhere.